What's going on, guys? So Mighty back at it again with your weekly Rust skins videos. So this week we do have the charitable Rust items, and they are not going to be marketable or tradable. At least they weren't last year or the year before, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm assuming it's just going to be the same as this year. So that does mean that only 50% of this week's Rust item store will actually be able to be invested in. So we'll just start off with the weapons. So these are all of the items that you can actually invest in this week, and then the other section is everything that you can't actually invest in, but we will go over them later anyway. So we'll go through these first, just in case you guys don't want to watch the Rust Charitable stuff, my opinions on them. And so now we'll get started with the weapons. Okay, so we'll start off with the Dragon Claw Hatchet. This is going to be a new set. As we can see, the pickaxe is also in the second picture. So $2.95, that is the standard price for tools and weapons, as I mention every week almost. Overall, this hatchet is actually pretty cool looking. I actually am a fan of this, and I do think it is pretty unique, especially with the white handle. $2.95. So just because it is actually the standard price, I would say that this should be a relatively safe investment. We'll quickly go over and check out the pickaxe and have a little look at that. Overall, in my opinion, the pick doesn't look as good. It definitely does look a little more simple, but I do still think that they both do look good. And so because of that $2.95 standard price, I do think that these actually should be a relatively safe investment. They're both unique looking. They both look nice. Most people do like the gold kind of stuff, so just because of those reasons, I would say that these should be a relatively safe investment, and they're also quite nice looking skins if you're planning on getting them as a play skin. I'd also recommend getting the pickaxe over the hatchet, just because pickaxes do usually perform better than the hatchets, so just keep that in mind as well. If you don't have that much money, that is the item I would recommend investing over the other one, just because they do usually perform better. Alright, moving over to the Dreadlord knife. Now this is actually the first combat knife we have had for quite a while, combat knife skin. And I've got to say, this is actually a pretty sick looking skin. I'm not really sure how practical those little accessory parts of the knife are. Like, it would probably even look cool even if they weren't there, but it actually does look cool that they are there as well. The only problem with this knife is it's $3.65. So because of that, I'm actually not going to recommend investing in it unless it stays low on the Rust item store, which at the moment, it is the most bought item that you can actually invest in and retrade and resell. So that is going to be a problem when it comes to oversaturation, because I do think a lot of people are going to be spending their money this week on the Rust charitable stuff. Although in saying that, as I did just say, a lot of people are going to be spending their money on that stuff, which you can't invest in. And so that also does lead to the chance of oversaturation just not being a thing at all for the items that you can invest in. So as we saw, that 50% proportion that actually can be sold is all at the bottom of the Rust item store at the moment when it comes to the quantity of how many have actually been bought. So the Dreadlord knife overall is a really nice looking knife skin and also very unique. The only thing is, as I said, it's $3.65, so it is going to be risky to invest in, but if you're planning on holding onto it for a longer period of time and the combat knife does become relevant, so if it gets a buff in any way or something like that, I do actually think that this could be a good investment, but I really haven't seen any buffs to any melee weapons, and underwater diving and stuff like that, in my opinion, just isn't meta yet, and so combat knives really are overlooked as an item in the game in general, in my opinion. And so for that reason, I'm going to say I wouldn't invest in this week unless you do have a decent amount of money and you're actually willing to wait and hold on to this item for a long period of time, because I do think if you're going to invest in this one, it's going to be a long-term investment. Moving over to the Pipeline double barrels. So this is going for $2.95. Again, standard price. Overall for this double barrel, it is quite a nice looking double barrel. I wouldn't really say it's very unique, but I do like that it's got like the hazardous atomic symbols or whatever they're called. I do think that that looks really cool, but overall for the double barrel, it's not really like mind-blowing. It doesn't stand out that much, but it's only going for $2.95, so I do think that this should actually be a relatively safe investment, even though I just trash talked it basically. It is a nice looking skin. It does look well made. $2.95 is also a plus because it's not actually any more expensive than what it needs to be, and for that reason I do think that this actually should be a relatively safe investment and I also don't think that many people are going to be investing in these this week. And so because of that, I will say yes for this one as well. Alright guys, so just so you know, we have now actually finished the investing of the skins parts of the video, because these skins that you can see now, you can't actually invest in because you can't trade them, and you also can't sell them. So these are all for a charity. That is also why they're also expensive. And so I will move over to them and we'll have a look and I'll give you my opinions on them. So as it says here, a special unmarketable, untradeable skin for charitable Rust. All of our profits from this item are donated to Pencils of Promise. You won't be able to buy this item after Thursday, November 21st, which will be like some American time. And so that will be November 22nd for Australians. So check out charitablerust.com for more information. So actually looking at the Rust box, I actually do think that this is a nice looking set. It is a little bit simple if I'm to be completely honest. $14.75. It's definitely very expensive for what it is, in my opinion. But it is for a charity, and all of the profits actually do go to the charity, except for Steam's cut, of course. But besides that, I do think that this is actually a pretty cool looking box skin. It's not mind-blowing or anything like that. I'm glad it does have the glowing part. But the only thing is, it's at the top, so that is a little bit disappointing that it's not on the sides or anything like that. But overall, it's a pretty nice looking skin. Alright, moving over to the Charitable Rust 2019 Double Door. So this one's going for for $14.75 as well. At the front it says Rust, and then at the back it says Welcome to School. So I think that's actually the only difference on each side, which is a little bit disappointing because as we know, each side of the individual doors can actually all be changed, but that's okay. For $14.75, I don't think this glows or anything like that. I could be wrong, but this skin also is quite simple in my opinion, and it won't really be seen that much just because they are double armor doors. And for $14.75, I do think that these are a little expensive for what it actually looks like. And so I'm not actually going to buy this one today. Alright, moving over to our final two items. We have the Charitable Rust 2019 hoodie and pants. I think they're both going for $10.95. Yes, they are. So looking at this, they actually are quite a unique set. So the hoodie and pants, obviously, they are quite unique when you look at them, comparing them to others. It does have a little smiley face on the butt of the pants as well, so that's cool. I wish they added a picture of the hoodie and pants together. It's not going to be that easy to pair these clothes with other sets, like last year's Charitable Rust 2018 hoodie was. Just because that one was a little darker and red and stuff like that. But if you use like a black set, like a black metal set or something, I think that that would look good over the top of these, or maybe like a more colorful one, then that would look good over the top of these. But overall, I do think that this hoodie and pants combo is actually quite nice looking, and I'm going to buy both of these just because I do think that they're both quite nice looking skins. Right, so this is what my cart looks like for this week. I'm probably not going to do a results video section next week just because it's obviously going to be pretty skewed with the two $10.95 items in this. I might actually go over the four other items, but we shall see. I didn't buy the double door or the box. I might buy the box later on through the week, depending on if I change my mind or not. But overall, I do think that the charitable items weren't that fantastic this year, if I'm to be completely honest, but I'm going to pick up the hoodie and pants anyway, just because I do think that they're the better two out of the four, and I do want to support their cause. So $34.40 is what this total cart will cost me this week, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Alright guys, this is the results of last week's cart. So the training kilts went for $3.17 each, and I got 6 of them, so that was $19.02 total. The training vest, $2.17. Raid satchel, $6.66, pretty edgy. Training helmet, $2.27. Poseidon AK, $8.40. Warboy sleeping bag, $5.01. Morganite hatchet, $4.86. Morganite pickaxe, $5.21. Totem rocket launcher, $4.18. And the Green Labs door, $3.78. Now these are all of the highest prices on the community market that they have sold at so far. This is based off of my cart from last week, and all the prices are based off of the community market as of the 16th of the 11th, 2019, which is the second day that they had been on the community market. I am a day late, I apologize for that. And if you did buy this exact cart and you sold them all for the max total, so the price is in blue, then you would have made $18.02 USD or $26.46 Australian dollars. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did invest last week and are a donator, then you would have made a decent amount of money, as all my top picks were quite successful. Also, just quickly, another quick shout out to my donators, and also make sure you guys go and check out my garage door and rate it 5 stars and leave a yes so that it has a chance of getting into the game. Alright guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one. Stay safe, New South Wales and Australia with the fires.